Greetings and welcome to the Talk to Me America show. I'm already being told there's no sound. Can you hear me? I'm waiting. Welcome to the Talk to Me America show. I see Pastor GPT sound. I am echoing. Yes, I know. For some odd reason, when this thing did updates, I had to do some resets, and I can't figure out why, unless it's because. Oh, let me try one little thing here. Okay, is that better? Got sound, it was just the video with no sound. Okay. Yeah, and I can hear the echo. Let's see if this works. Like I say, it gave me an update, and I had to reset some things, and now I can't get it to stop echoing. Close that. Trying to remember what. Oh, let's see. How about that? Does that work? I'm gonna salty. Actually, this is my fault. This is my fault. How about that? What? Yes. 5x5. Now, what does it sound like now, though? I just changed another thing. Did it go back to echoing? Because I can hear it echoing in my head. And this is the reason why I did this, because it would make my speakers sing. I usually don't have headphones, as you can tell. I should be fine now. I sound fine now. Okay. Not to me, but to you. All right. Hello, Tweak. Mr. Tizo. All right, welcome to the Talk to Me America show. I'm going to have to work on the other stuff, too, again. Why don't they just leave shit the way it is? And usually it isn't because of any kind of safety or anything like that. It's because of some damn advertisement that they want to push through on one of the platforms or whatever. All right. Sergeant Tripod and, of course, Pastor Chatelet. Welcome to the show. My main moderator. Man, I'm all flummoxed now. And actually, I've been working on. I'm gonna try something else here. Actually, tell me what you hear now. Since we're doing sound, tell me what you hear now, because I've actually added a plugin to my OBS. Okay, 5x5, so that I can have a little bit of an echo. I'm working on music, and I use tiny little effects, but it just makes the voice a little bit better, and it sounds better with the actual music. Everything has a little echo to it or whatever. Like, so what happens when I do this right here? Can you hear a difference? I've been working with this. And this is a little bit what I sound like when I'm actually live on stage, singing along with music or band or whatever like that. Lizzie Longtoes! Hello, Digger and Mom. How are you? Welcome to the show. I appreciate you being here. Can you hear that? Yes, echo-ish. Okay, good. The effects are working. The only problem is, like I say, if I'm... Oh, okay, I know what it is. That sucks, though. Still got to keep working on it. All right. Okay. So does it go back to echoing now? Because, see, the settings that I went through a whole bunch of how-to videos and how to do this and how to do that, the best way to do this and the best way to do that. And some of the filters on OBS, I mean, it's got some compressors and some noise gates and things like that, which are actually good. Skippy Bob, welcome to the show. You're new on my show anyway. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Talk to Me America show, where the world wants to know what you have to say. So call me and tell them like it is when I tell you. Greetings, of course, I'm ldghwih. Thank you for clicking on my little acre of the internet today. I'm hoping... Okay, well, you guys are just going to have to help me along. Like I say, I just downloaded... They gave me an update on OBS, and it's changed some things. To say the least. In fact, one of the things I've noticed is that it's made my microphone way hotter. Been having to try to turn that down actually in the settings. All right, I'm your hostess, ldghwih. I think I said that already. All right, let me go with the plugs real quick. We got lots of stuff to cover, and hopefully I can, well, hopefully this didn't change a whole bunch of stuff with the Skype too. Once one thing changes, have to change everything. And I've actually been working on this thing for the last 2 days, trying to get that effects, because I've had so many requests for this. But I'm not going to sing dry. All right, we had Sergeant Tripod. Plugs out to the No Prisoners podcast with Kevin's Chaotic Coffee and Feisty Ace with friends like me sometimes on Fridays. They're now almost exclusively on pill.net, the very epitome of free speech so far, and a great platform with which to grow upon. Of course, like I said before, Pastor Chatelet with the pond, and if Pastor Chatelet is here, that means so is the pond. So welcome, everyone. Don't forget to hit one of the other platforms where I'm actually broadcasting, so that I at least get your number and a thumbs up or some of that fire. Give me some of that fire. Let's see, Sergeant Tribut, Lizzie Longtoes. All right, so you guys heard the echo. Good. Was it subtle or was it overpowering? Because I don't want it to be overpowering. You don't need, put it this way, I don't need to have my voice held out to the end of the song from the very first, you know what I'm saying? Just a little tiny little bit of echo, or reverb actually. All right. Red Dawn Radio, or as I like to call him, Tyrone. The Drunken Rocky Show, right after my show. Raynoth DJ Based. All my friends and smigs out there. Magical Trevor. Some guy from Maine. Rougarou, Not Me Be in Town. In which, let's see if this is any different. I'm already there. Okay. That's me in the corner. It was just right. Okay, cool, Sergeant Tripod. I'm that much closer to my second show. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. One of those things, professionals, especially, it's easier for a musician to pull out his guitar than it is for a singer to just start singing when somebody just demands it on demand, so. All right, where was I? Okay, the schedule. Not BB, Town, and Rougarou with the Pure Blood Media Group on community.pureblood.tv, where you can find all the streamers that we all associate with. The community website listing here does not represent an endorsement or an association between any of the parties. However, we do all tend to have a lot of the same ideals, morals, things like that. Did you say you were going to sing? You're laughing at me. You're laughing at me. Actually, that was... I took a kind of a poll over the last couple of months. Well, when my gospel quartet or gospel sing broke up, I have more time for doing this stuff. I didn't realize it was going to take so long for me to mess with all the effects and the stuff I was going to have to do for another new show. But yeah, everybody said, yeah, we want to hear you sing, we want to hear you sing, we want to hear you sing. It's like, can't I just, like, make some videos and post them. Singing live on these streams is not easy. It really isn't. In fact, we used to do a live show on Facebook during the lockdowns. And boy, always something, always something. Let's hear a little belt. In a minute, I actually I recorded something today. I'll let you guys listen to it. See what you think, because that was with, I think it was finally with the well, I finally got the effects the way I wanted them to sound. Hello, Can Killer. Welcome to the show. Nobody on YouTube. Let's see. Salty old fart over there. On Rumble. Plus 18 or 18 or 19 lurkers. We love our lurkers. Oh my goodness. Cyborg. Welcome to the show. I appreciate y'all over here on Pilled. I got a can from him over there. They got actually all kinds of goodies to reward and tip your talkers and singers and entertainers with. Thank you so much. You get one of these.
Hey, look, green paper.
Green paper.
Do appreciate that. In fact, those people over there at Pilled really know how to party, man. The rewards are pills and cans. I guess they're booze cans. Phones. What else? Cookies, stuff to eat, snacks. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Sparky the Welder, Ebtide over here on Odysee. I am on Odysee, YouTube, Rumble, and Pilled tonight. So again, all right, don't forget how to support the channel real quick. I know I hate this, but I can't do this without you guys. I depend solely on my followers to support the channel. In fact, that's why I now have my own merch site. I wanted to do something different than t-shirts. It's TEDOOO.com, and you see the moniker here, Unique Junk. You can find me probably at ldghwih though. Same as my X and same as just about everything. Thank you, salty old fart. Are you still hearing the echo over there, salty old fart? I don't think you shouldn't be, but I never know with some of these platforms, I'm telling you. And like I say, I'm still learning the new OBS. They do actually have some better and more improved things on here, and they've got a beta thing on here, which seems like a catch-all. Oh, Sagacious Owl, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while either. Long time no see. Yes. Sent baggies of pot for support. Can you do that now? Put it this way, I don't trust USPS. It probably won't get here, so... Money Man, welcome to the show. No echo. Okay, good. I'm the only one that can hear the echo then. Then that's fine. And that's just because I'm listening to myself on the headphones. If I didn't have that on, I wouldn't hear myself at all. So, all right, great. Welcome to the show. And Mr. Tizo, pardon me. Mr. Tizo gifted a can over there on pill.net. Thank you very much.
Hey, look, green paper.
Green paper.
That little snippet is courtesy of Salty Do-Rags. He does reviews on YouTube. He's quite witty. So make sure you go check him out. I didn't have time to do any new creations because I'm trying, like I say, I'm trying to work on a second show. I'm actually in the middle of a handbag that I actually kind of design, or am designing on the go on my own. But I don't ever show my unfinished work. So no artist ever should. So, but yeah, go over and check out my to-do page. I'll be adding some more stuff now that I finally got the app to work in my iPad, so I can take pictures and do it all at once and have it. I try to make things as fast and easy as possible. There's so much going on all the time. Then of course you got Ko-Fi, there's Cash App, there's Odysee and Rumble, of course fun stuff on Pilled, my T-Do shop. All of my links are below. I even have a post office box. In fact, I've discovered what one of you can get me for Christmas or my birthday this year. If you want to send me one of these. I used to be a big Bruce Lee fan when I was a kid. This clock is fucking awesome. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear? Did y'all hear that? Sergeant Tripod says yes. Okay. Good. At least that works. Now I'm going to have to figure out why the intro didn't work. And you're not going to hear it at the end either because I have zero idea what's wrong. At least you can see and hear what I'm going to be presenting to you tonight, which is most important. I'll fix the other stuff later. All right. Don't forget, click on the like, the fire, the thumbs up, share. That's actually the best thing that you can do. Share me out, X me out, make me go viral so that we can get more people in here talking. And I'm going to show you some more people, too. I think I'm going to turn this into a segment of the show, especially now, because there's more and more people that are speaking their minds and not holding back and not being politically correct anymore. So we're going to go into that. Of course, that's if you guys don't call me and take up all my time, which is what I really want you to do. But I always have something prepared just in case nobody wants to get on the dance floor first. But my motto is keep this freedom of speech trend going because from what I can see, we are winning. But we can't be complacent and let it go back to the way it was before. We have to keep up the good fight. And like I'm going to show you tonight, this is no time to shut up. This is actually one of the most important. Yeah. Besides, no matter what happens, if Christ is with us, we have already won. So don't be afraid of all of this stuff. All right. I had the echo test next, but you guys helped me with that already. Sounds great. Okay, great. At least I fixed that properly. Like I say, I've been working on it for 2 days. I'm not a boomer, but I do have to learn this stuff. So, let's see. All right, you already helped me with that. All right, she wanted to hear me sing. Let me see if I can find this video and if it will pick it up. Sorry, you can't see my files. No. Yeah, I've been doing some recording trying to get the echo right on there so that I can sing live for you, hopefully. Where is it? There it is. I'm not sure, but I think this is the one. Let me know if you can hear it. Hello, Woodsman. Babs and Clean Willie were in love, they said. So in love, the preacher's face turned red. Soon everybody knew the thing was dead. He shouts, she bites, they wrangle through the night. Hey, she go crazy. Can y'all hear that? Got to make a getaway, Papa say, no hesitation, no tears and no hearts breaking, no remorse. Congratulations, this is your Haitian divorce. Okay, but can you hear it? She take the taxi to the good hotel. Bon marché, as far as she can tell. She drinks the zombie from the cocoa shell. Okay, good. She feels alright. She got it on tonight, yeah. Mr. Driver, take me where the music play. Papa say, no hesitation, no tears and no heart. breaking, no remorse. Congratulations, this is your Haitian divorce. At the grotto, in the greasy chair, sits the Charlie with the lotion and the kinky hair. When she smiled, she said it all. The band was hot, so they danced the famous merengue. Now we dolly back, now we fade to black. Tearful reunion in the USA. Day by day, those memories fade away. Some babies grow in a peculiar way. It changed, it grew, and everybody knew. Hey, send me mojo. So Papa go, no hesitation, no tears and no hearts breaking, no remorse. Congratulations, this is your Haitian divorce. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason the recording started to crackle there. Another thing that I've probably got to figure out on OBS. But you get the gist. And again, I'm still working on that. And hopefully one day I'll be able to do this live. It's like I say, it's not easy. So, yes, I was actually going to ask you guys if you recognized that particular tune. Ebtide did. Steely Dan with Lord the Goddess' lead vocals. Yeah, I love Steely Dan. I love singing Steely Dan. I'm into jazz, so you know what can I tell you? Only thing about them is majority of their music was either drugs or sex. So, thank you, Sagacious. I appreciate that beautiful voice. Let's see, Cyborg. Bookmark this for later. Doing Steely Dan. You doing Steely Dan. Okay, I'll watch that. Cool. Skeletor, welcome. You didn't know I sang? Yeah, you did. In fact, don't you guys like request like Rocky or the other guy with the round table? Don't you request them to play my music? That's why I say I was gonna record a few and post them too. So and of course I still have to make all of the logos and you know how it is. Bullwinkle. I have 3 Steely Dan drum covers. Okay, cool. I could definitely jam on that in the car. Yes. Oh, I definitely. Yeah. Thank you, Money Man. I appreciate that little donation over there on Rumble. You get one of these.
Hey, look, green paper.
Green paper.
Thank you. He says, you sound great. Well, thank you. I actually did that today, and that was the last thing that I recorded before I had to get back to work on the show for tonight. So, and you're welcome, Lizzie. You're very welcome. Appreciate you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed enjoy listening to me sing. Hopefully I can satisfy your desires for that in another show coming up soon. I haven't even decided what day I'm going to do it yet. I'm still working. Put it this way, I won't do something like that unless I know that I have the proper tools and that they are properly done. Then I will go into that part of it. Raynoth, excuse me. Okay, yes. We requested Raynoth to sing, but he wouldn't sing. Bop Gun by Parliament Funkadelic. My favorite of theirs is that one that they played on that movie about college, Stomp. I like that one. That was a good one. All right. Of course, we all know the breaking news today. Breaking news, O.J. Simpson dies of prostate cancer, of all things. I guess he didn't want to take a pregnancy test, eh? There was a lot of memes. Some people are being respectful. Some people are being ugly. There's a lot of memes, funny stuff. In fact, a friend of mine sent me one with the Bronco turned into a hearse. And the caption was, "Too soon?" Okay. Yeah. No, not really. Personally, I had no idea he was sick or any of that stuff. But this, with everything that came through my feed today, this one actually weirded me out the most. And I think you'll see why in a minute. If you know this guy that's fixing to come on here and talk about this. Once again, let me know if you can hear it. You should be able to. If you heard the last one, you should be able to hear this one. All right. As you can see, Stitch incoming. So,
hospice? Hospice? You talking about hospice?
That is one Orenthal James Simpson back in February of this year denying rumors that he was in hospice.
Does anybody recognize this guy? This guy is, well, okay. Finish what he's saying and then, yeah.
Care. We now know that he was battling cancer, a battle that he lost, according to his family, yesterday. And 76-year-old O.J. Simpson has passed away. But now he can rest easy. He no longer has to be stressed out about possibly running into the real killer. Because that's something he was worried about. Before you come crawling in the comments with some sort of, "Oh, he was acquitted. This seems disrespectful." It was Voltaire who once said, "Show respect to the living. To the dead we owe nothing but the truth." And also, yeah, he was acquitted. I know that. I also know there are no famous millionaires on death row. And that doesn't mean there's no famous millionaires
you don't know much,
who killed someone. But even if you think he didn't kill her, he wrote a book about how he would have killed her if he did kill her. He profited off of that, which is fucking gross. So,
anyways, I don't know if you recognize this guy. According to this, is Tizzy Ent, but I used to see him on Facebook all the time. And this guy always goes in real hard. He's your typical white savior liberal, if you get my drift when it comes to that, all right? He goes in hard for the black folks and spews the woke bullshit that they are the special ones because of the circumstances that they went through, that only they experience, blah, 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 which we're finding out now that every race went through slavery and were indentured servants, and that they did it to themselves, essentially. But anyway, this guy really goes in for the woke crap and making black folks the victims of everything, if you've ever seen him. In fact, it was I had to block him on Facebook. I don't know why he started coming across my feed, but he was terrible when it came to that. So this surprised me. This really did surprise me. And a lot of his followers actually are not happy with him over this either. So that was one of the things. Although I do like what he said about Voltaire. I'm going to have to look that up. Did he really say that? Because the dead person at that point is not going to give a shit what you say about him. He's dead. You know, it doesn't matter to him anymore. It doesn't matter to them. They're going to be dead. And talking shit at a funeral, I think, will make it a little bit more interesting, not so boring, exciting, because, you know, people like blood and guts. They don't, you know, how many babies do you hear about them make all kinds of big deal on the news? Even our own. and how many, you know what I mean? So, you know, and if you hold shit against somebody after they're dead, then whose problem is that? Right? Just my twisted take on the subject. And like I say, if that's what Voltaire said, then I completely agree. I actually do. Gargle Snot. Welcome to the show. He says, I guess OJ will never get his chance to find the real killer, Tiska Tiska. Every day in the mirror, baby. In fact, I think that's one of the reasons why he did that robbery thing or whatever it was. Because he knew he'd get away with it. And essentially he did. He was in like, what? What was it? That was like minimum security prison? And wasn't he like, didn't he like bully people in prison too or something like that? Yeah, give me your pudding, man. Give me your pudding. I don't know. Resistance. Welcome. Oh, you like this song too? Well, I appreciate that. Amazing. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, that's the kind of quality, if you like that, if you really like that and you're not just being nice, that's the kind of quality that I want to make sure to give you guys if I'm able to do this second show singing for you guys. I don't know if I just want to sing. I haven't decided if it's just going to be like a variety show like Lawrence Welk or some shit, you know. Or like Sonny and Cher, I got you, babe. All right. I'm going to open the phone lines. Thankfully, I already checked the sound on that. However, I can't promise you that you'll hear the caller. I might have to share something else, but it's on the desktop, and that's actually the new beta thing that they have on the OBS. It's an all-encompassing desktop sound choice or whatever like that is. The Backwoods, welcome. Let's see, met that drummer twice. Terry Bozzio, Zapper's drummer. Yeah, Terry Bozzio, love him. I bullied people in jail, had to survive Skeletor. He's a dancing fool. Oh, that's Zappa. That's Zappa. Parents got divorced back when my dad was a regular disco duck. Okay. Okay. I'll take your word for it. But I do remember that disco duck. All right, I do have the phone lines open. Tell me if you can hear this. Could you hear that? Okay, you guys heard that. Good. Just the weak suckers that deserved it. Yeah. How do weaklings like that get into jail? Is that why? Bobby Digital, welcome. Don't even think I've seen Police Squad. Oh, you guys are talking about Leslie Nielsen. He was good. Do you know that he was actually, and I think this is true of a lot of comedians and comedic actors, that they were very serious to begin with. In fact, I believe Steve Martin tried to be all Shakespearean, and I know that Leslie Nielsen was actually in a lot of Westerns. Hear what? Just kidding. Yeah. All right. Good. I'm glad you heard that. Like I say, you're helping me through to make sure that I set a lot of this stuff. I've been working on it all for 3 days actually. All right. Just so that I can share with you guys what you guys requested. I aim to please. My pops thought he was John Travolta for a couple of years. Didn't they all back then? Oh my God, the pompadours, my God. And then after what was it, Saturday Night Fever, it was the country movie after that, down here at Gillies. I'll never forget that. I was a teenager, but still. Okay, question of the day. Actually, this is 2 or 3 questions, but it kind of is relevant, I guess you could say. Do you think anything is going to happen due to the video of the truth coming out about the 3-letter agencies going viral? Or do you think Alex Jones will get anywhere with his lawsuit? Or do you think they'll just set him up again like they did? And I want to share this with you and react to it myself. There were several things that I didn't hear anyone talk about. So, but yeah, my dad has told me on more than one occasion that the truth will always out. The weirdest part about it with everybody right now, though, is that who is outing it and how it's getting outed. But I don't care. A win is a win. Check this out.
You can kind of put anyone in jail if you know what to do.
How?
You set them up.
Does the Bureau practice entrapment a lot?
And we get really close. We call it a nudge.
They get really close. Look at the face. Can you see this guy's face? We call it a nudge. I'm just so much better than everyone else because I can ruin lives. This is literally the attitude that he's purporting on this. Not to mention the fact that actually another saying comes to mind as well that my great-grandmother taught me way back before, right when I started hitting puberty. She died right before I hit puberty, but prepare for this. But she also told me, and this is something that came to mind as well, is a stiff prick has no conscience. And who is it that usually is outing this stuff? It's somebody that's on a date that think that they're going to get laid, trying to impress whatever date they're with their power and their, in fact, this, well, I'll show you. He even goes as far as using the old cliche, if I told you I'd have to kill you. Listen to this shit.
A nudge.
A nudge. Sometimes you just gotta give them a quick little, just to see what happens. Sometimes you light the fuse and just wait for it to follow. Nothing like putting on a fake social media thing to really get people mad.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, so we were after him.
You are?
He did what we wanted.
Which was what?
Took his money away, chopped his legs off.
Gavin O'Blennis is a contracting officer at the CIA. O'Blennis worked for the FBI in 2021 and 2022 in the San Diego office, moved on to Homeland Security where he conducted asylum interviews at the southern border.
Look at his picture. He's even self-satisfied in his picture. This person has no qualms about using his power for bad. This is. But I'm sure there's good people in these agencies, but they seem to be outnumbered by jerks like this.
And now works for the CIA managing multi-million-dollar contracts across government agencies and private sector vendors.
I work for, I work like this without, I'm not supposed to tell people kind of job. If I say intelligence, what do you think?
CIA?
Yep.
Oh, you work for the CIA?
I do.
Yeah, that was so hard to guess. Yes, exactly, Bobby Digital. I said it a little bit more succinctly than that, but yes, if you want to read his comment, that's the short version of what I said. A short but slam you in the face version of what I said. But yeah, but it seems like yeah. Well, like I said before, that's the reason why that saying from my great-grandmother came up when I watched this. And I watch all the others that do this, too. In fact, I remember the one where O'Keefe is chasing the kid around the restaurant while he's saying, I was lying! I was trying to impress a date! Right. And, of course, like I say, these people think that they're... this person here... with his status, as far as that goes, you can see it on his face, you can see it in his body actions and everything like that. He thinks that he is untouchable at this point. Yes, O'Keefe is Kang. I do like him. And I will be featuring him too. He actually came out with another secret date confession as well this week. Let's finish this one.
That's incredible.
I'm a contracting officer.
That's amazing.
So I deal a lot with like different agencies. We're contracting with like Director of National Intelligence to do stuff. We do Navy, Army, any of them really. I just FBI. I used to work for the FBI, so they threw the FBI at me. They're like, "Here, you used to work there." Oh, I'm permanent. I'm staff. Yeah.
Good. Well, why do they call it contracting?
Because I do the contract. I do all the legal contracts,
Which means he knows all the
vendors and
loopholes.
evaluate them. I love the agency.
Good for you.
I like the bureau too. The bureau was a lot of fun. I got to do a
Drunken
lot of cool
Rocky.
stuff with the bureau. I was the guy in the back of the truck in the van.
O'Blennis spoke to an undercover sound investigator.
Yeah, he was the guy in the back of the van for the FBI. And I'm not going to say it out loud, but we all know what the FBI is famous for and what actually Trump is fighting against. These people have all been caught. We'll just say Epstein Island protectors, if nothing else.
Investigations reporter about his work experience involving near entrapment and his employer's involvement with political commentator Alex Jones's legal battles.
As long as the Bureau is able to progress far enough to be able to put pro-lifers in jail whenever they want.
Yeah.
You think that's on the agenda?
You can kind of put anyone in jail if you know what to do.
You can kind of put anyone in jail if you know what to do. Sounds like he knows exactly what to do. And they don't entrap anyone. They just give you a little nudge, a little to see what happens. And it's weird because he even says by that time, if they're trying to push you that far, they already have your MO. They already know what pushes your buttons and stuff like that. So, but he also mentions something about internet posts and things like that that gets people riled up and everything like that, which basically should reiterate and reinforce in our minds that we know that what's on the internet is not real. This is literally keyboard warriors trying to vie for your anger, your grit, your whatever. You know, so and yeah, internet and misinformation, but God forbid anybody should make a mistake, like me or you or somebody that does streaming or whatever like that. We make a mistake or we don't say something properly or whatever like that. But these guys work in total misinformation. It's their entire business just to get somebody set up. And he says that they went after Alex Jones until they took all of his money. And now they're not watching him or anything anymore. I say bullshit. They'll never stop watching him. In fact, I don't know about anybody else. Well, I do know that Salty Mango Lady. I don't know why I can never remember her name. I'm barely remember mine today. But she mentioned, as far as I did too, we were talking on the chat on 451 Actual Show the other day, and it was like, yeah, man, this actually kind of reminds me. I bet Tweak is like relating to what he's talking about here. And she was like, yeah, I thought about that too. So, yeah, man, watch out for the government. This right here, if nothing else, should tell you we shouldn't be trusting the government. Of course, I don't know about any of the rest of you, but every time I hear somebody from that side talk, it's nothing but lies. Absolute lies. The economy's fantastic. No, it isn't. It might be fantastic for you millionaires and billionaires because you're basically making more money off of us while you're cutting us in half. But yeah, I guess that's the reason why they keep saying that, oh, it's fine. We're doing fantastic. The wages are going up. Of course, you see the laws in California. They're forcing that shit, which that doesn't make the prices go down. In fact, they've never kept up with each other. And I'm old enough to remember that every time we have one of these things from the 70s, from the late 70s, and we had another one in the late 90s, I'm old enough to remember that every time we have some kind of inflation and the prices go up, they never come back down, ever. They don't. They never come back down. Feisty Mango. That's right. Feisty Ace. Thank you, Sai. Salty Motorhead, welcome to the show. Over there on pill.net. I suggest you going over there. Pill.net's pretty good. They don't cut you off or tell you can't say shit, whatever like that. Only thing they do is if it's against the law, which is the way it's supposed to be. Limited access. Bigots, please stroke that thumbs up. Yeah. Appreciate that. Share. Share with your friends. In fact, I watched this guy called, what is his name? Ty. His name is Ty. Modern Renaissance Man. I don't know if you guys watch him, but he says, get into your phones and share me with somebody on your list. Get people coming up and watching and getting on the phone. In fact, the phone lines are open. You guys think anything's going to come of this? You think they're going to try and sweep it under the rug? I do know already. Now, this happened, I believe, 2 days ago. Let's see, April 9th. Yeah, 2 days ago. And within hours, his social media was gone. Because actually, before that, you could find him on LinkedIn. And all of this stuff was true, that he is for the contracting officer for CIA. He had it on his LinkedIn or whatever that is. That's a terrible site. I hate that site. But the phone lines are open. You can answer this question or talk about anything you want. There you go. All right. So, like I say, he practically used that stupid movie cliche that if I tell you what I do, I might have to off you, and then proceeded to puke up almost everything that these three-letter agencies do to get us to allow them to set us up to get arrested by them. Not entrapment, my ass. But since he's the lawyer part of it, or he does all of the contracts or whatever like that, he knows all the loopholes. They go just within the, you know what I'm saying? And why are they not going after... This is the thing that bothers me the most about this shit. Why are they not going after those who actually are doing crimes without their little clocks? Without their little clocks, their little pushes, their little nudges, little fuckers, cowards. That's what they are. These three-letter agencies used to spy on folks that might come to do us harm. You know, like known mercenaries and jihadists, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but now they set folks up for falls to virtue signal that they're better than the average American. But the true message here is, don't mess with the status quo, or try to exercise your constitutional rights, or they will break all those constitutional rights and lie and cheat and spy, possibly steal. He mentions in here that we can't do anything federally, but use the courts anyway. You have a civil case here. And of course, that's their whole goal. To either get this guy scared enough to where he'll run away and shut up, or take all of his money to where he can't afford to do anything anymore. I see the phone is ringing, but I'm not hearing it. Greetings, you're on the air. All right, you're going to have to let me... Might have to turn you up here. Hello? 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 Was this a butt dial? Oh. Nope. Okay. Well, I could hear somebody. I turned the sound up. I didn't hear it ring, but it did come up. Something else I'm going to have to fix. Okay, there it is. Greetings, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Nope. All right, I'm obviously having problems with my Skype tonight. I heard whoever that was. That sounded like Psy, but I could be wrong. Youngberg! Welcome to the show. Some of you have forgotten to hit the thumbs up. Yes, you have. Please, please, please. And of course, share. X me out. Gab me out, whatever your social media you use. Most people use X anymore. In fact, don't you have to pay to get on Gab now? Excuse me. I still think he interviews LARPers. A real human wouldn't tell anyone shit. Well, it's like I said, and it seems to be the mantra. These people are thirsty. Like I said before, stiff prick has no conscience. These guys want to get laid so bad. I mean, because a majority of these encounters are through like Tinder or some dating site or something. You know, they'll find these people like on LinkedIn or whatever like that and see that they have like this kind of an important job, and then they'll see if they're on any of the dating sites. And like I say, a majority of them that I've noticed so far, I could be wrong, but they all, except for this one I'm fixing to show you, seem gay. And thirsty gay. They're ready. They're ready. And they're, like I say, the kid that James O'Keefe chased around that restaurant after being caught bragging to get laid. I mean, he even used it as an excuse. So, yeah. Like I say, not all of them. The one I'm fixing to show you is not, because James O'Keefe actually came up with another one from someone that worked in the Federal Reserve, the Fed. Wonderful, wonderful. But this shows us, in my opinion, shows us the enemies within. Now, this one's a little bit longer, but he does most of it at the very beginning here. So, but yeah, these people are insufferable. And again, you watch their body language, and they have this self-satisfaction, power-hungry, power, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can do anything, and they're untouchable. Maybe here on Earth. But yeah, listen to this guy. This is Arel Hismo, principal economist, real estate finance section, research and statistics for the Federal Reserve Board. He's a principal economist.
Principal economist. Right now, I'm preparing for something. I'm going to do a talk to the Fed board.
Meet Harel Hismo. He's a principal economist working inside the Federal Reserve.
So you write speeches for Powell?
Yeah, like
Jerome Powell.
Certain paragraphs. I'm just really worried that I'm saying stuff like stuff that's classified.
Do you deal with classified stuff?
It's all classified. Right?
Quote, it's all classified.
It's all classified. Trump is a crazy person. It's very clear. I mean, he's a dumb guy.
Does he hate Trump? Like, is the feeling neutral?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
And Trump was president. He wanted to stimulate the economy.
Right.
But he wouldn't do it. And he started raising interest rates, doing the opposite that Trump wanted. So, I mean, so the feeling is this, that, like, we don't want Trump to be in government.
Right.
Arel Hismo, principal economist with the Federal Reserve, says Jerome Powell wants to go down in history as someone who, quote, held the line against Donald Trump, unquote.
He's doing it for the legacy. He wants to be remembered in history as somebody who held the line against like Trump and like somebody who like helped the economy.
So he wants to.
So he holds the line against Trump while screwing with the economy and saying that that's how he's going to make it better. We are being run by evil monsters. Double-speaking robot devils, if you will. That's all. That's the only way. That's what comes to mind. That's what, I ask him to give me the words and everything to talk to you guys every week. And that's what comes to mind. These people are monsters. And of course, again, if you don't realize that just to get him out of office, they literally sacrificed millions of lives worldwide with this virus, then yeah, you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. And they can blame it on him all they want, but it seems these people are always scheming. They're always trying to point the finger after the scheme, and nowadays they're getting caught, just like this. And it's because, and it's another thing too, you can't trust humans. Someone's always going to try and use their power or their whatever they know or who they know or some kind of information. Sometimes they even lie about it to impress other people. It happens all the time. That's what these guys are doing. And it's funny how it comes out because, like I say, stiff prick has no conscience. This guy's ready to get laid. He thinks he's gonna get laid, so he's gonna impress this woman with what kind of power he has. I love it. And same thing with that last guy. Look at how self-satisfied they are too. I've got power. I've got power. I've got power here on Earth. No, you don't. You have no power here. I could care less. In fact, I know exactly where you're going if you don't change your ways or allow Christ to change your heart. Well, you know how I always say, that, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, and I hate to have Friedenschwade because you're not really supposed to, but again, I'm a human being. I'm sorry, but vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, but it looks like in some cases he's really allowing us to watch. And, of course, he would in some cases just to make sure that we know the truth, that we don't go away from him, I believe. All these Fed boys have massive egos and they brag about their bullshit. It's in their Achilles heel and how they can destroy them. Yeah, exactly. And like I say, now we've got 2 companies doing it. Fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. If I had the balls, or put it this way, I'm not a good liar. So, yeah, I don't know how good I would be at something like this. Now, I'll edit your videos and put all kinds of cool things in there and everything like that. But I don't know if I could go out and not give myself away. Some people are made to do that kind of thing. Some people aren't. I'll stick to my vocalisms. There you go. So yeah, this guy Powell has the power of the purse, evidently, the Fed. And he decided, we don't want Trump here. And like I say, I guarantee you, in some way or another, they probably financed this virus that sacrificed millions of people worldwide just to get this guy out of office. And it's because he tells the truth. He embellishes some things. He's got an ego, yeah, but I still think a majority of them are jealous of him. I really do. Because, first of all, they can't stop talking about him. Even when they make shit up. Even when they're making shit up, they just can't stop talking about it. In fact, I've seen 3 clips now of The View talking about 3 different things. The eclipse. For some reason, Trump came into that conversation, which had 0 to do with it. This shooting in, I think it's Chicago, where the kid had priors, shot at the cops. I don't know. I consider that suicide by cop. I don't know. Yeah. How many times have we been told not to do that to the cops? You know what the cops are going to do, and instead of complaining about the cops, you're gonna antagonize them. See, I'm going to be different. They're not going to do that to me. I have one thing to say. Imagine going to work for James O'Keefe. In the interview, he asks, "Are you with thirsty?" Well, actually, he even pretended to be gay on that one. Do you remember that one? In fact, he did 2 people that worked right in the White House or whatever it was, and they didn't even know who the hell he was. And he pretended to be gay. You don't have... That's what I say, I'm not that good of a liar. I'm not that good of an actor. We also need to work on the oath of enlistment. Traitors get the rope. Well, that's actually in the Constitution too. It's called treason, and yeah, during wartime it's actually the death penalty, supposed to be. So, all right. So yeah, so we've got people that amazingly enough, Trump got a lot of stuff done, even though you got some people over him, like this person, working completely against him, merely to keep up his own legacy. Which, I was going to say, does the average person really know who the fuck this is and what the fuck he did? You know what I'm saying? Even after this came out? I mean, just these people, just the grandiose, the illusions of grandeur for some of these people, the hubris. Oh my God. All right. Well, I found something, I don't know, I haven't seen Muko today, but this reminded me of Muko, but it also came through my feed after I did some of the research and was watching these videos with these people just puking their guts for dick or sex or whatever, or date. Oh, it's just crazy. But this is what it's like when the 3-letter agencies have got their eye on you. Here, kitty, kitty. That's cute kitty, cute kitty. Okay. All right. Does anybody want to help me with the phone lines? I'm going to have my brother help me with this if I don't get somebody to try and call me. The phone lines are open. I'm not real sure why it's not working properly, though. You saw Muko this morning? Okay. I think I did, too. It was over at Pastor Shadley's. Oh, yeah, they got some new streaming choices on Odysee now too. When you go to put a live feed or a post up, it lets you disable slimes and slime comments. I don't know what a slime comment is. Maybe somebody can show me over here. O'Keefe pretending to be gay took this gay black White House intern handbag shopping. It was hilarious. Oh, right. I remember that. Greetings. You're on the air. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
So it would seem I can't hear you, but you probably can hear me. So
I can.
I don't know what's going on with you. Oh, hey. Hey.
Am I not close enough to
Are
the
you
mic?
there?
Is that it? Hello?
All right, so it's a little bit broken up, unfortunately.
Huh. Let's see.
I'll let you go. I don't know what's going on with your phone. I'm sorry, Laura, but we'll talk again sometime.
Okay. I gotta get this fixed. I gotta get this fixed. Do you guys think I have to share something or put that on my OBS? Because what I'm hearing, everything that I'm hearing through my headphones right now is going through my OBS. Now, I can hear you when you call. When they called in just now, could you hear them? Anybody? 32 folks. Yeah, see, I can hear the ringers going. Hello? 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 Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Hey, get over here.
Ah, it's Tweak. I can hear his voice.
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Boy, this your shit's all fucked up.
It is. Hello? How about that? Nope. Nope. Oh, shoo. All right. Well, when I did this, when I looked at this earlier, that was Tweak. When he calls in, can you hear them? The guy was clueless. James even asked him, do you know this guy, James O'Keefe? People say I look like him. Yeah, I know he was. As I say, the two people that he pretended to be gay with, or going on a gay date with, they didn't even recognize him. They didn't even know who he was. In fact, one of them, he was just wearing glasses. It's like, what are you, fucking Superman? Okay, whoever's calling, my audience can hear you, which is not a bad thing. That's one less thing I have to worry about. I don't understand why, unless I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I'll have somebody call me. We can hear the caller, but they can't hear you. Right, okay. So you can hear the caller, you can hear me when somebody calls, but I can't. They can't hear me on the other side of Skype. God, I hate Windows. All right, well, I'm going to have to work that out. Might be one of those signs where I'm not supposed to be doing the call-in show anymore. I don't know. All right, well, we found out that they'll do just about whatever they want to do to ruin your friends and family. So if you have any strangers that come up in your groups and they start talking weird shit, be on the lookout. These people will do... It sounds to me like they'll get in your head and under your skin and try to just do anything they can to make you act in a certain way to where they can slam the cuffs on you or take all your money, which actually is, both of those things are extremely unconstitutional. I believe that goes against, what, the Fourth Amendment or something like that? No cruel and unusual. So if it's not there, I think that's one of the things that we should put in the Constitution. No lying, no setting people up to ruin their lives. That's not how America is supposed to work. All right. Besides that, I'm actually, like I say, back to the last question also too on that. I'm glad that Alex Jones is going to sue them. I hope we can turn it into like a class action suit or something. Whatever will hurt and close down this shit the hardest. Okay. Because he's actually not the only one that they've spied on or gone after or made things up about and taken his money. Gone after. He even mentioned that they went after his parents and they went after his wife and his kids. These people will stop at nothing. Thank you. Cheers. Hubby makes sure I stay hydrated. Thank you. All right. This is also the epitome, like I said before, of the reason why we should always, always, always remember the internet is not real life. Do not let some keyboard warrior, and I do mean keyboard warrior in this aspect, literally, but don't let some keyboard warrior affect your moods or your attitudes or your actions, because that's when they get you. They push you just far enough. And I'm sorry, but that's entrapment. That's entrapment. This also essentially pits Americans against other Americans, which is terrible as well. Okay, let's see. All right, on to my section. I'm going to make a little splash screen for this, especially if I keep finding this, but on to my section of the show where the political correctness goes right out the window. Pastor Shadley lives rent-free in Susie Q's head. You mean the singer? Just kidding. All right, we start out with Eli Crane. He's a representative. I don't know who for, but he's calling out the reporters. Listen to this. Like I say, political correctness out the window.
You know what I love about this? Watching where President Trump is at in the polls. I love it because it shows the American people don't trust you guys. And they shouldn't, because you guys are full of it and everybody knows it. There's a few honest journalists in this town, but they're very few and far between. You know how I know it wasn't an insurrection? Because he hasn't been charged with insurrection. And we can all see by the lawfare how he's facing up over 700 years in jail right now, how they've tried to destroy this man, destroy his businesses, that if they felt they had an inkling of a chance of convicting President Trump of jaywalking or insurrection, they would absolutely charge him. You know how else I know it's not an insurrection? Because this is the first insurrection in the history of the world where the people that were a part of it were unarmed. Pretty hard to do if you walk around and see how many individuals are carrying firearms. All right. Last thing I want to say about how I know it's not an insurrection is because I actually listened to the words of the president. If you're trying to stoke an insurrection, you don't tell the people listening, hey, I want you to go over there peacefully and patriotically. All right? This is not an insurrection. What it is a party that's scared to death of this man because he's America first, and he's shown time and time again he's willing to bust up the swamp, and he continues to beat you like a drum. That's what this is really about. And for all you journalists out there, you know, that are pretty cowardly, some in this room right now, you don't have the balls to write the truth. And even if you did, your publishers wouldn't publish it because you're a part of a propaganda outlet, probably one of the biggest in the history of the world. If you had any courage, I want you to ask some questions about that day, January 6th, that we keep talking about. Why has the pipe bomber not been caught yet? Huh? Why has the pipe bomber not been caught? The one individual that could have committed multiple mass casualties has not been caught yet. Go follow some of BD's reporting over at Revolver News. He's got some evidence for you guys. What's going on up here with January 6th is there's a pretty big cover-up actually going on up here in Capitol Hill about some of the involvement of our government.
You think?
And it's quite unsavory. And I want to acknowledge Rep. Massey's work on this lately and others who have been trying to get to the bottom of it. But here's some other questions for you journalists to ask. Why did it take so long for Ray Epps to be charged? Go watch videos of Ray Epps on that day and how he was stoking the entire thing and how long it took him to be charged, and yet there were so many people that were brought into the D.C. jail, and they're still there to this day. So if you guys want to ask some questions, those are some questions. But the bottom line is we all know President Trump did not commit insurrection, and he's probably going to be the president of the United States once again. And so I'm happy to be a part of this resolution. I'm happy to support the president, and I'm happy to call out all you little cowardly liars in the press.
Yep. Okay, we go from him to another. This is someone, I believe she's in Britain somewhere, UK. But yeah, it's been way past time to say stuff like this.
Shivani Dave. She is a journalist and a presenter at Virgin Radio, just down the corridor. Good afternoon to you, Shivani.
Good afternoon, Julia. You know my pronouns are they, them. How are you doing?
Yeah. Thank you for telling me your pronouns. I use correct grammar, so the only thing I would need to refer you to is to your face would be you. But I'm not being rude. You can choose your pronouns. You can choose what you want to call yourself, but you don't get to require me to use incorrect grammar and factually incorrect things. You're not a plural. You're a one person, and you're a female person. So I will use she and her. Thank you very much.
Do what you like, I guess.
Well, there you are. You didn't need to tell me then, did you?
Maybe I'm just making sure people know in case they're watching and they want to refer to me respectfully.
Is it disrespectful for me to use correct factual grammar?
It's not incorrect or unfactual grammar to use singular they them pronouns for an individual. But we're here to talk about the cast review.
Yeah, but you chose to bring it up.
Commercials. But yeah, people are telling these people, hey, you know, do what you want, but I get to do what I want to. You don't like it? Too bad. First time you saw that, you talking about the representative? Let's see. See if this goes any farther. I forgot. Stupid commercials.
Pronouns for me.
I chose to use the correct pronouns for a single woman who is appearing on my show.
I'm not a single woman, though. I'm a very special non-binary trans person, as you just pointed out. I
didn't
really
just point that out.
Proud.
I didn't just point that out. I introduced you as a journalist and a Virgin Radio presenter.
No, just before I came on, you were talking about how people with all these labels like to be special. And I'm just making sure that everyone knows I'm special.
Okay.
Special ed, maybe.
I'm not special. I'm just a boring old heterosexual married woman. But, you know, sorry about that. We're not allowed to do that anymore. In fact, that probably does make me special now. I don't know. Anyway, Shivani, we're colleagues.
I love it. She turned it around. That's great. I have the family. Oh, you guys are talking about something else. A lot of nudging going on. Yes, exactly. In fact, that's what Sparky said. Ray Epps was just giving them a little nudge. So, obviously. Oh, my goodness. Sorry about that. This whole thing. I didn't think anybody was talking over here on Rumble, and my thing stopped. Sorry about that. Rumble's lagging, is it? Sorry about that. I can't do anything about that. Actually, I think maybe possibly the same thing might happen on Rumble as what happens over on Odysee. Because like I say, they were working on it. Now that this changed between last time and this time, there was more choices. Excuse me. There were more choices to click in order to do your live feed and everything like that over there on Odysee. So, excuse me, they might be working on it working on Rumble too. And if I remember anything about programming, or if programming is anything like it was before, or coding or anything like it was before, one period out of place screws up all kinds of shit, and you have to put things in certain order, or else you'll get them all out of kilter, and you have to figure out where stuff goes when you want to put it in there and stuff like that. Programming is not the easiest thing in the world to do. The chat was frozen. My chat was frozen. Salty Matt Jameson, welcome. Okay, very special. See, that's why they do it. Yeah, and that right there is an admission also too that they don't want equal rights. They want better rights. They want special rights. They want special treatment. Look at how special I am. I'm non-bear. I have all these labels. I'm so special. Self-proclaimed, of course, but you better not disagree with me or else you're a bigot. Well, excuse me, but no. So I'm glad she didn't get toxic about it. She says, yeah, you can do whatever you want. She at least had the same respect, if you will, or whatever like that. But some of these people get irate, start tearing things apart. We're not afraid of you guys being the way you are. We're afraid of your reactions when we want to question or when we want to know something. It's like, were you supposed to learn about this shit through osmosis? I'm this. Okay, well, what's this? Well, I don't have to explain anything to you. I said, okay, fine. Go over there then. They get crazy, though. Mentally ill, yes. And assholes. They don't even necessarily, some of them aren't even necessarily mentally ill. Some of them just seem like plain old assholes. Jerks. Holier than thou, I'm better than you, virtue signaling jerks. And they have this audacity to go up to complete strangers. It's like I say, some of these when I watch some of these things, they do some of these reactions they find on TikTok about these people, and it's like, I've never seen this person in my life before. It could be a bot. It could be an AI. And who died and left them in charge? Why are you lecturing me on this stuff? Who the hell are you, and why should I be listening to you? You know? And these are the same people that if you say something like that to them, or if you give them any kind of, well, what expert are you listening to? It's like, well, I was listening to you a minute ago. Does that make you an expert? As they say, these people, and you saw the looks, you saw the haughty looks on these people that have this power, this earthly power, if you will. All right. Somebody come get your grandpa, will you?
Decided to tell the truth and be as honest as possible, and I'm here for it.
Good evening, cowards. A bunch of fat, ugly women. What? They're fat, ugly women is what they are.
We're not having that.
You don't have to. Bye.
That ain't free speech.
It's called free speech. Bye.
That's not free speech. That's insulting.
Bye. That's good. Shut up.
Notice
We
the
wonder
ones that
why
left
children
first.
are retarded stupid today. We wonder why when we have these pathetic people here called teachers the children's mind. That's why you people don't have the brains to see that this could be hurting children of the future who are going to grow up and be just as dumb as you people.
This man woke up
most of them
and
don't
decided
have
to
kids,
tell the truth
but yeah.
and be as honest as possible.
I'm here for that guy. Somebody come get your grandpa. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. As I say, you get to be my age, you really don't care if people like you or not. Really, if you don't. In fact, that brings up another cliche saying: if you're not financing me, fooling around with me, or feeding me, your opinion means nothing. Basically, and sometimes even not then. Granny. So she's at that age where she realized that trying to be politically correct and liked by everyone is a losing life formula. Again.
Believe that he's gay.
Ask how he identifies.
How do you identify?
Actually, I identify as...
Oh, here we go. It's that long plethora of,
what?
Oh my God.
Wait for it.
I will. Let me get a chair. I believe that...
I've known women like her. I'm a little bit like that. It depends on who I'm talking to, though. All right. This one, I'm all about this one here. And again, it really is time and past time to do shit like this.
Registration?
Excuse me?
License and registration.
Why did you stop me?
Because you were speeding.
Do you know who I am?
No.
Do you know who my husband is?
No.
He's the chief, and you're probably on his chain of command. So you definitely will be hearing from him.
Ma'am,
because you had no reason to stop me.
You were speeding.
No reason. I deserve more respect than this than to just pull me over for no reason.
Carrie.
I am the chief's wife.
Carrie.
And all these cars are going the exact same speed as I am.
Carrie! You and your husband, okay? You were speeding on base. Therefore, you broke the law, so I pulled you over. I don't care who your husband is. The world does not revolve around you.
Subscribe if you think he was right. When the Karen gets talked the way...
Hallelujah. Oh, yeah. As I say, politically correct right out the window. But again, it's past time to start doing this. Because humans are going to be human, and the more they get away with it, the more they're going to do this stuff. So, good for you, my friend. Good for you. All right. Let's see. It's kind of screwy. I didn't get all the phone calls. Although, I might have another recording for you to listen to in a little bit, but I've got a few more things to show you. Here's another person that has kicked political correctness right out the window. I love this.
All right, I left the house just a little bit early, just so I could stop off at my favorite Mexican place and eat before I go to work. So I head inside, they find me to my seat, and this is where the fun stuff happens. They got a new waiter. This man wasted zero time. He jumped right into it. He said, "Good afternoon, my name is Chris. What can I get for you to drink?" I looked at the feller. I said, "I'll have a large horchata, please." This man came back with, "Oh my God, large horchata, yum yum. We'll be right back with your order." No, in my head, I'm like, what the actual shit is happening right now? So I said, "No, thank you, sir." Froze dead in his tracks. He turned around, gave me side eye, said, "What did you just call me?" I said, sir? "Do I look like a fucking sir to you, sir?" And I was like, yeah. Looked at me and said, "You can call me they, them." Now, I'm the nicest person you will ever come across. I'm a big old teddy bear. I don't care which direction you swing, but you're not going to swing your shit over to me. So I looked at him, I said, "Did you just call me sir?" What's happening? "You can call me they, them." She's like, "What are you doing? You can't do that. You can't do that." "Oh, yes I can. Yes I can. Do you want to meet they?" "Hey there, pal. Say, if you like they, do you want to meet them?" "Yes, who? Now get your ass on and give me my damn horchata." I'm not welcome back for a little while. So I'm headed to work the other.
Hence why my boss doesn't let me around other employees. Most other employees are libtarded. Yeah. Well, they think that they're a part of something better, and they've been told that this is the way it's supposed to be. Oh, you can't hurt nobody's feelings and all. I'm sorry, but if you love someone and you profess to be someone that loves people and everything like that, you're not going to lie to them. I'm not going to go around lying about stuff to you. If I see that you might be drowning, I'm going to at least let you know. Not to mention the fact that I don't have the brain power to remember lies. So if you don't want to know the truth, you don't want to know what I actually think, don't ask me. Because I don't want it to change. I don't want to be having to try and tiptoe around or run around the bush or anything like that, or try to remember some lie. I don't have the brain power for that. Besides, that's a no-no. Doesn't do that person any good to lie to them. I mean, because obviously they're already lying to themselves. Reynos round table, that's square. Did the between words clap. Oh. Yeah, this is... I put it this way. Somebody comes to my face with them clapping in my face like that, I'm walking. You're not going to get the benefit. And don't touch my face. I don't know what it is about me, but something about that. It must have something to do with something I went through when I was younger, but I go blind and people get hurt. Touch my face. I don't... Do not touch my face. But yeah, that's rude to get up in somebody's face and sit there and clap while you're talking to them. Nah. 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 All right. Let's see, where are we? Okay, so that was the political correctness out the window segment of the show. We still got about a half an hour. I was hoping to get some phone calls, but looks like OBS has thwarted my show again. I'll figure it out. I'll try to figure it out, I guess. Play this. I won't be sorry, will I? Oh, a TikTok. Haven't done TikTok today. Let's see.
Oh my God, people, look. If you follow me, you seen I put this picture out because of the extra lens flare. But I started playing and adjusting the brightness and everything on it, and I found our sun. It is still eclipsed. You remember I pointed out the purple orb right there above this sun simulator. Watch this, people. Look at that. Would you look at that? So, after I adjusted everything out, that's all. Look, I was adjusting. I was just adjusting through everything, you know, and I got to this and I looked, and once I got it, you know, where I could really see, I can see our sun behind the simulator, and it is still in eclipse. People, we are in the 3 days of darkness. What in the fuck is this government trying to cover up?
If only we knew. I bet he could tell you. And he will if you're on Tinder. Let's see. I have 3 rules. I don't mess with my family. Okay. 1, don't mess with my family. 2, don't mess with my money. And 3, don't touch my person unless you're invited to. And if you break them rules, you fuck around and you'll find out. Yes. It's the Mohap. Yeah. Teabag eclipse. To me, it looks like... Well, first of all, he said he was messing with it. He's like doing... Oh, how do we play that again?
Oh my God,
he did some kind of...
If you follow me, you seen I put this picture out
Photoshop,
because of
right?
the extra lens flare. But I started...
But when he does that, it looks like... It literally looks like Tim Pool's beanie. To me. How can it be darkness if it isn't dark? So, Lizzie, what was that about? Was that like a joke? Lens flare. Heard someone say China made a fake sun, and then there's this shit. I don't think that that's possible. Dude saying it's an eclipse still going. Like I say, when he changes the colors, when he does Photoshop, it literally looks like Tim Pool's beanie on the top. In fact, that's his one of his logos. He's got an @ sign, you know, the @ sign in between, like on your email, like Laura DGddss @ and he's got that little beanie on the top of the @ thing. So yeah, that looks like Tim Pool's beanie to me. TikTok, another TikTok. Okay. Now in Dallas. Very cool. You're on the air. Hello? I've been having trouble with the phone. I don't know what happened. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, there it goes.
I'm here, Laura. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't hear anything.
I can hear you. That sounds like Feisty Ace.
This is Liz.
Liz! Okay. Can you hear me? Nope.
I just wanted to tell you that a lot of people said they saw things. If you go to TikTok, there's like something looks like it's flying around up there, swishing around in the clouds, something black. And then I had another link I was going to give you. There's a lot of people said they saw like 2 kinds of circles besides the eclipse, and it was weird. But yeah, it's not working. I'm sorry. Bye.
Okay, did you guys hear that? I'll definitely look into that. And I'm sorry that my Skype is not working. The weirdest part about it is that the audience can hear you, I can hear you, but you can't hear me on Skype. So, Feisty, welcome. Is she here? I saw somebody just tag her. Okay. I'll definitely look at some of that stuff if I can. I guess hashtag eclipse or weird eclipse or something like that. So what happens here? Let's finish this.
That's actually insane.
That's a good camera.
That's actually ridiculous, bro. It's literally dark out.
Okay, I thought there was something. But yeah, I'll look into that. I didn't pay that much attention to it because they were hyping it so much that this is going to happen. They were shooting. Actually, do you think maybe, just maybe, some of the things that people were seeing were the missiles that they were shooting into it or whatever it was? I'd heard about that. They had the National Guard out. They closed the schools. I mean, they literally were fear-mongering like as if this was going to be the end of the world. That blew my mind because, I mean, how many freaking eclipses have we had over the years? I don't remember the last total one that I saw. But I mean, there's been partial eclipses and all kinds of eclipses for many years. As long, in fact, one of the things I talked about, what was it, 2 weeks ago, is that I can remember stories about like medieval times, and somebody else mentioned it too, that the smart people would know or be able to predict it and then be able to enslave people that were superstitious about it by, oh, if you don't do what I tell you, I'm going to shut the sun out. And they didn't know any better. So I say they were trying to, it was like they were trying to rekindle a whole bunch of superstitions when this is just a normal planetary happening. Things pass each other. when they're in the same orbits and stuff. So, I mean, let's see. Another TikTok for you.
Look at this, y'all. Y'all gotta check this video out. This guy uses a now banned Nikon P1000 camera to record the sun during the solar eclipse. Now we know this is not the moon anymore, so look at that, y'all. Y'all see these solar flares?
Those were cool.
Y'all see the solar flares coming off of the sun during the solar eclipse? Yo. And look at the red and blue. Y'all see that? The red and blue, y'all can clearly see that back there. The reflection of that.
Really?
Look at the solar flares coming off the sun. Or is it coming off this black sun over here, y'all? That's crazy.
Isn't that an oxymoron? Black sun.
And now look at the smoke.
That's clouds.
Dallas, Texas, boy. Dallas, Texas got all the smoke.
Who is this guy?
Look like a giant eye, like somebody's watching. But look at that, y'all. Wow.
The solar flares
looks
are
like
really
some
cool.
huge entity.
No kidding.
Dang. See, I understand why they banned that camera now. I get it.
Actually, what was banned? There was a camera that was banned? No way.
Get it, y'all.
Let's see. Nikon P1000 discontinued. Wasn't banned. It's discontinued. I'll guarantee you it's not banned. Emptide says it's still dark here. Oomtown didn't bring the sun back. Oh, okay. No, didn't look like missiles. Okay. Well, I know they were doing all kinds of weird stuff, and I know that the scientists... Actually, to be honest with you, I'm surprised we didn't hear anything from the most famous planetarium curator on the planet, Mr. Tyson. Anyway, DeGrasse Tyson. There's another one.
Y'all, I think I know what CERN was doing while this eclipse was happening. Do you see this? There is so many different videos and footage of demons flying by the sun. I'm about to show you another one in a minute. I'm going to slow it down right here.
That doesn't look like a missile to you? Actually, when he said demons flying, I thought we were going to see things with flowy robes and
then
stuff.
There was this one. And there's so many more. And if y'all really don't want to act like demons don't exist, there was a rumor that CERN was haunted after their first time powering up. And as of lately, they say they found a 4D ghost in the CERN particle accelerator. AKA, they found a demon, another entity above our dimension. For anybody saying it's a rocket, you are completely fooling yourself. You are fooling yourself. And here is that one going back and forth. Look at that. That is insane, y'all. So does anyone want to tell me what all these demons were doing?
All the
Maybe
smoke.
This is why they brought the demon face thing on the news.
Sparky, that's actually the first thing I thought. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash the world away? I like that song. Alright. Wish I knew I was going to be doing a chat today. I would have loaded up more stuff. Skippy Bob. Did you hear about the lady that Epsteined her 8-month-old, then slammed her car into a tree? She was an eclipse nut job. No, I did not hear about that. I did not. Shiva, that goddess of destruction, is the CERN logo now. Yes. Everything is a distraction. I'm the resistance. Yeah, I agree. And this is exactly what allows the CIA and these 3-letter agencies to do what they've been doing to us. This is what I covered. If you weren't here earlier, I covered that earlier. The truth is coming out for... I guess they don't call it the oldest profession in the world for nothing, because these guys are literally whoring themselves out for this stuff while opening their mouths. The chances that they take even if they like tell their wives or their kids this stuff, these people are usually sworn to an oath of secrecy as far as that goes. And usually if they don't adhere to that, they disappear. Okay, let's see what else you got, Lizzie. Thank you for sending me stuff to share. Appreciate the help.
If you don't do nothing else today, please watch this whole video.
The research team says that the pair of space probes will align so closely with the sun that the occulter will cast a shadow on the coronagraph.
And who is
Thus
this?
creating an artificial solar eclipse.
All right, let's get to this wordplay so we can get to the patterns, the pictures, and where you can find this. A chronograph is a telescopic attachment designed to block out direct light from a star, being the sun. If you Google chronograph, it's going to say stopwatch, time writer. You know how they used to be able to tell what time it was due to what point the shadow was during the day?
Right.
NASA is manipulating time. If the natural sun is not passing
Right.
by, they send by a fake sun, a fake eclipse.
Now,
trying to have
I've been
something to do
told
with
by
this is
some,
real.
there's some people that don't believe that there's actually anything such a thing as time. We invented that so that we could keep a schedule, do things that we need to do every day and stuff like that. But yeah, I've never been able to adhere to much of a schedule, but I don't believe NASA's screwing with time. I don't think that's going to be possible. I thought those were lyrics. Did we find out what the rockets shot off during the eclipse really was for? I heard the rocket here in Virginia. Not a clue. Not a clue. And nobody seemed to really cover it or anything either. All right. Let's see what I got here. All right. Beware. If you are on these dating apps, I guess where there's a will, there's a way. When people need to advertise, they'll find a way to do it. This is this is new, but yeah, beware.
Dangerous out there for single, desperate Gen Z feminists on dating apps.
I was just stood up on a date and it was the most humiliating experience ever. Story time, met this guy on a dating app.
Playing Claire
and he
DeLune in the
immediately
back.
asked me out on a date to a specific restaurant. He confirmed day of, I get to the restaurant and see that he's nowhere to be found. Well, I reach out, no response. I check the app and notice that he unmatched me. And because I had put in so much effort, I thought I might as well just have a meal while I am in the building. And it wasn't until I got home and I was scrolling Facebook and I saw a very similar story from a girl at that same restaurant who also got stood up. She found out that there are restaurants now posing as people on dating apps just so you go to their business, and once you get stood up, they know that probably 9 times out of 10 that you're going to buy something from them.
Oh, that's fishy.
So yeah, watch out for those fake men asking you to meet them at a restaurant that might be advertising to you. That I think that's clever as shit. And if you're on a dating app, if you're that desperate, I mean, yeah, okay. Excuse me. Sorry that happened to you, young lady, but yeah. Maybe next time do the research before you go on the date. Dingus. All right. I can't imagine being any kind of a teacher these days, but this takes the cake for me. This is hilarious. Watch this guy. He's teaching these people how to drive, or he's testing them how to drive. I couldn't stop laughing.
So when it's safe to do so, show me how to open and close your windows. Stop! The emergency stop is an emergency. Do you get it?
So why would you stop in an emergency?
Stop! A child could step out in the road, and then if you don't stop, you're going to end up running that child over. And do you want to do that, Billy?
Running the day, fate is fate.
You can't do that.
That's it, but that, bro, that, you get me.
Don't take them trees on. A bit of gas. Stop! Move off. Ah.
Brother, this car got hiccups.
I think he's teaching
So
him
how are
how
you
to
gonna
drive a
move the
stick.
car off?
No, me, the car's not consenting.
Time can't exist without living beings to observe it. God created everything and he used science to do it. Salty Matt Jameson, Raffle. Yeah, these... Can you imagine? Stop! He takes his hands off the wheels and the car could have gone anywhere. What if... We are doomed. Okay. Imagine being this kid. I can't even... I can't even with this. This is terrible. And she even puts the caption on here, my poor boy. Well, you brought him here.
Happy birthday, fuck off. Happy birthday, fuck right off. Happy birthday, fuck off. Hip hip, fuck off. Hip hip, fuck off. Put the shade of red. Right, you're gonna light your candles. Three, ready, make a big wish. 1, 2. Didn't even want to do it. What's your name?
I ruined my mom's vagina. Can you imagine? I don't know where this is, but I don't want to go. Let's see. LA, I'm not a BJ fan, especially from dudes. Salty Matt Jameson, yes. Yes, I wasn't going to mention that, Salty Mad, but okay. All right. Another one, I just can't. Why? Why? Why would we do this? Why? Why would we do this? These guys are scary enough already as it is. Giving snakes back their legs. Or their legs back using technology. Did they have legs? I don't think they did. But again, trying to change another one of God's creatures, but again, why? Why? Why would you do this? Why? Why would you do that? I mean, snakes are fast enough as it is chasing you. Why would you want to give them help? Ugh. Because we are fighting lizard people. Their god is a giant snake, Leviathan. I wouldn't want to help it conquer us. This is what that would do. Imagine, oh, I just, nope. Nope. No! Alright. We don't have a whole lot of time. Let me see if I've got another video that you guys can listen to. Real quick. I don't remember what this one was. Little Fleetwood Mac. Can you hear it? It's the same kind of story that seems to come down from long ago. Two friends having coffee together when something flies by their window. It might be out on that lawn, which is wide, at least half a playing field. Because there's no explaining what your imagination can make you see and feel. It seems like a dream, got me hypnotized. Now it's not a meaningless question to ask if they've been and gone. I remember a talk about North Carolina and a strange, strange pond. You see, the sides were like glass in the thick of the forest without a road. And if any man's hand ever made that land, then I think it would have showed. And that's why it seems like a dream. They got me hypnotized. I know that's right. Seems like a dream. They got me hypnotized. They say there's a place down in Mexico where a man can fly over mountains and hills. And he don't need an airplane or some kind of engine, and he never will. Now you know it's a meaningless question to ask if those stories are right. 'Cause what matters most is the feeling you get when you're hypnotized.
Actually, Stevie didn't do this one.
It seems like a dream. They got me hypnotized. This body means nothing. They got me hypnotized. Seems like a dream. They got me hypnotized. Yeah, that's when they got you hypnotized. Seems like a dream. It seems like a dream. Your body means nothing. You float around, they got you hypnotized.
That one was actually done before Stevie Nicks joined the band, I do believe. That was Mick Fleetwood. So, yeah, that's one of my faves. I like doing that one. All right, you guys, I know I never end a show, and I've got a double shot because we are really in need of the guidance, and we all need Jesus, of course. So I've got a double shot of Marmari for you to end the night before I shoot you on over to the Drunken Rocky show. All right. Marmari actually feels sorry for Satan.
I feel sorry for Satan. He's lost his spot with God forever. He knows that. That's why he is furious. That's why he's attacking you. Wake up. Be strong. You see, when you get attacked, that means you're doing something right. That means the Lord still loves you. The day that attack stopped coming your way, no, Satan has won you over 100%. When you're attacked, Jesus still loves you. That's why the enemy is on fire against you. Why Jesus loves you and not me? What, are you going to take my spot in heaven? I'm not going to make it to heaven. I'm not going to let you. But hang on. Christ has you under his foot, Satan. You can fight, but you're not going to get nowhere. I am the Lord's portion. He bought me with his precious blood. No one takes me away from him unless Jesus says so. but Jesus ain't gonna give me away. For he is known to be the only Savior and the only Redeemer. He is not gonna give no one away. He bought us with his precious blood. You better trust in this. And be strong. Get up. Dust off all your sins. And say, Lord, I'm coming to you today as the sinner of all sinners. I am confessing before your holiness, Lord Jesus, before your mightiness, Lord Jesus, before your holy altar. I am confessing that I have said sin against you, who art in heaven, my heavenly Father. I have offended you, Lord Jesus, but I'm coming today repenting and saying, have mercy on me, I the sinner, Son of David, have mercy on me. And see what the Lord will do. Don't ever lose hope. Don't ever say you're alone. When the Lord protects, no one can touch you. Even if all hell breaks loose on you, you are saved. The Lord will make sure He'll put you through that fire. But guess what? He'll take you through the fire as a nugget of gold to purify you, not to destroy you. You see, gold must go through fire. If it doesn't go through fire, it will never be pure. It will never increase in value. But when you put it through fire, the fire burns the gold. The fire melts the gold from a nugget to liquid. But that liquid is poured in a plate where you regain the image and the likeness of God once again. Pure gold, without a blemish, without a stain. This is my son. When I created him in the Garden of Eden, I came to bring you back to that very first image that I made you with. Trust in the Lord. But
Indeed. All right. This is about what's happening. And the people that... nobody on the earth we should trust.
A leader that is coward destroys the country, destroys the church. Jesus Christ definitely will not choose cowards to be in his kingdom. For Jesus was never coward. The truth fears nothing. The truth will be always sharper than a sword. Let's talk about silence. Let's use heroes of the Christian faith as our examples. John the Baptist was not silent. The Lord Jesus was never silent. Saint Peter was not silent. Saint Paul was not silent.
Figures the very last one. For God didn't give his spirit of fear, but power of love and self-control. So yes. Okay. Obama is the first leader. Biden is the second leader who is under the boot of the first. Yeah? Indeed. All right, you guys. I know you could have been with millions of other streamers tonight. I appreciate you guys helping me out with this. Still working on it, and hopefully I'll have another show where I sing to ya. But again, it's coming slow, but I'm glad that at least the effects are working. Now I got to work on the rest of it. But that's about it for me tonight. Don't forget to support the channel, especially since I'm working on that show for you. All my links are below, so click on some of them, will you? And don't forget, I got a P.O. box too if you want to go old school. Also, don't forget to click on the pureblood.tv and find you some... if you ever get bored or whatever like that, find you some likewise. There's all kinds of entertainment on there, live feeds and everything like that. The interactive stream guide, check out all the folks there. Be sure to head on over to the Rocky Show, the Drunken Rocky Show. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll shit yourself. Or they will, on Odysee and Rumble. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the comments. Thanks for the calls, such as they were. I'm sorry you couldn't get through. I'll figure out something. And the support, of course, you know me. We love our lurkers. I know you could be spending this evening with all those other peoples, but I'm honored that you're hanging out with little old me. So thank you for clicking on my little acre of the internet today. God bless you. God bless America. And as always, I wish you peace, love, health, and music always. And Jesus, of course. And until next time, AMF.